Okay, we're back with episode 4 of the Stoppage Time Stooges, everyone. Andrew, Jacob, Ricardo, Christian, we're all back. And we're back to talk footy. And we teased it last week. We didn't talk about Matchday 2. We were in the middle of it. But finally, Matchday 2 ended. We could talk about it. What are our overall thoughts, boys?
A couple bad performances from some English teams. That's the first thing that came to my mind.
I told you all about Newcastle. AC Milan's not going to make it out. I stand by that. You can't win if you can't score a goal. I mean, you can't lose, but if you don't give up any either, but you gotta score goals. And they haven't been doing that. Real Madrid obviously had a nice win. A little bit shaky, but I mean, I watched the highlights of that game. I always felt like they were going to win. But I'll let Ricardo dive into that one more. And Arsenal losing, that's always a good thing. Especially to a garbage team like Lens, who's barely making it.
They're top of the group.
Who?
Lens.
I mean, yeah. Where are they in the league? Which is one of the most garbage leagues in the world. What are they? The bottom?
14th.
So not the bottom, but
they haven't lost a game in 5 matches, so they're turning it around.
And another thing, I guess I want to add is I just finished watching the highlights of the Manchester United game, and that was a brutal loss, especially when you consider the fact that Hoyland had 2 goals, could have had 3 if it wasn't for an offside. They could have scored more. They was at home. They had the game, and it crumbled so fast between the Casemiro red card, the penalty, which Mertens missed. That's the crazy thing. He missed the penalty.
Yeah, Cardi, I think.
Or Cardi.
Yeah. Either way, it's terrible penalty.
Cardi, who misses the penalty, he saves Onana from another horrible mistake, and they still lose the game. That's the crazy thing. And again, just more tough times for United. But I will say this, to me, Rasmus Højlund, real deal. The real deal. I know it's early, but I am very impressed. I'm impressed when just watching him play, his composure when he's on the ball. I mean, he's almost scoffing at the goalkeeper when he chipped that second goal, and he's like, "This is gonna be easy." Like he doesn't seem flustered at all. He doesn't seem fazed by the moment at all. He has A+ finishing skills to me, and to me, as bad as United season's been, with all the drama and the lack of good results. If you want to be happy about one thing, be happy about the fact that the striker you paid a lot of money for, which was a relatively big gamble, considering that he didn't even light it up at Atalanta in Italy. That's something that I have some sort of relief about. Again, the goalkeeper needs to play better. The other signings need to play better. The team as a whole needs to play better. But if I'm a Man U fan, that gives me something to look forward to.
Yeah, don't forget Rasmus Højlund got the Erling Haaland transfer fee. And United fans immediately hopped on that comparison and quickly made fun of for it on Twitter. But no, he's pacey. He's got the finishing, as you said. He's been, I think, their only bright spot. Not one of their only bright spots.
I think Scott McTominay.
Okay, that's
I mean, I
had to throw that in there.
I mean, anytime you score 2 goals in 90 plus, and one of them gets waved off, which is the even crazier thing. He almost had 3 goals, I think, and one of them got waved off.
Yeah.
If they went to international break off of a loss against Brentford home.
No.
I don't even know what would have been going on.
And the crazy thing about United in the Premier League, I think they've had 4 wins and 4 losses. They are incapable of getting a draw, which I just find pretty amazing. They literally won't draw. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, I could tell you right off the bat, I've been disappointed by AC Milan. I mean, to not put up a single goal against this lowly Borussia Dortmund side. Like, this is not the Dortmund of old. This is lowly.
This is not your older brother's Dortmund.
Yeah, which was then your younger brother's Bayern Munich. but that was a disgrace. That was pathetic. No, it wasn't a disgrace. They were away, so sure, I guess whatever. But Jacob's right. They need to score goals.
Yep.
They need to score goals to get out of this group, because right now Newcastle's looking good. Jacob was dead on with that.
I told you all. And again, I didn't even think they beat PSG. Was not the team that I expected them to beat.
4-1.
That was
decisive.
Talk about something I did not see. I mean, did I see again? Even though I'm saying all this about Newcastle, I did not see them with that kind of a thrashing against a team like PSG. Even though they're not
missing
what they
people
used to
too.
be. You know.
Yeah, they are. Can I just throw this in there that I'm actually doing a career mode on EAFC 24 on Newcastle. I just won the Champions League. Not that means anything, but
Yeah.
Well,
Well, if only that was real life.
Hey, you know what?
Maybe
I got them
you're
out of the group
foretelling.
against PSG, so I'm not saying I'm controlling them right now, but man, it looks kind of like I see the parallels amongst the teams, but maybe they don't have Vlahovic. But anyway, besides, yeah, no, I'm so glad Newcastle won that. I mean, I hate PSG. You guys know that. So if it's literally PSG is my second most hated team for me, obviously behind Barcelona. But
Wait, you hate PSG more than you hate Atletico Madrid?
sorry, Atletico is not
Okay,
challenging
but
us. And also,
that's not the
PSG,
point. The point is
No.
more.
Okay,
no,
fine.
this is a live list. It fluctuates.
Wow.
I mean, I just hate them. I don't know.
See, there's never going to be a team outside of England that I hate more than Arsenal or Tottenham. That's just never going to happen.
Well, that's just English soccer.
Fair.
That's true.
That's the difference. That's why the English national team will never have cohesiveness because they all hate each other.
Well, they just stink, and they have a crappy manager.
They don't stink. They have
no talent. They just all hate each other.
All right, let me rephrase that. They will never put it together because they're England. It's what they do. They always choke. Always choke. It doesn't matter. Even in 2018, when it was really scripted for them to win, to get to the final with the easiest path ever, and they couldn't even beat who was it? Croatia.
Croatia.
Yes, Croatia was good. I understand
Croatia's
that, but
very good.
they barely beat friggin' Colombia for crying out loud that year. Without James Rodriguez when he was still good.
2018. I'm
No.
not sure.
He was good.
2018.
He was good enough.
He was okay. He
good
was
enough.
He was running. He was in his final days. We'll just say that.
Yeah.
But,
I think is he still playing?
Yeah, he's playing in I believe in Brazil.
Didn't know that.
Let me check it real quick.
it all comes full circle.
Hey, don't forget his days at Everton.
Oh God.
They were like top of the league at the October international break.
Yeah, he's playing for Sao Paulo.
Good for him.
Brazil.
How old is he now?
He's like 32.
Wow.
He's that old? What?
Yeah.
Oh
I thought he would have been older, to be honest.
I thought he was like 30. I thought Ross signed him at like when he was 24 or something.
Yeah,
Like
32. Yeah, he
Wow.
scored. He spent last year for Olympiacos,
I remember he was
that.
in
Oh
Greece.
yeah.
and he had 5 goals, and then this year he transferred over to Sao Paulo.
Wow.
But yep,
Anyway,
sad. But yeah, so that's our rant on English football. No, PSG. I think we all going back to PSG for a second. I think we all said like no matter who our top was, PSG second. I think
Very
we all
I
agree.
think so.
Yeah, I think I
At
had
the
Milan
very least
first.
second.
I think I
yeah.
had PSG first and Newcastle second. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're right on the mark right now. But what a crazy episode. Jacob right about everything so far. Incredible stuff.
It's not that crazy. No.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, what a take. All right, Budrick Stan. Although he finally scored and you teared up, so
I did.
I don't know.
We'll get into him not even getting to start the next game,
Yeah.
but that's neither here nor there.
My PSV Eindhoven side got a point.
Your?
Got a point. Dude, I am.
Yeah,
you know,
barely
I'm big on
did.
PSV.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You know, they're my winners of the Eredivisie. They got a win this year. Feyenoord is washed, even though they put up a good fight against Atletico. But and Sati Menez is going off. We won't talk about that. No, I thought that was an impressive draw of Sevilla.
No, they should have won. Honestly,
Yeah, that's a game you got to win.
They were better. They were much better, I thought, throughout. But hey, take the point against a Sevilla side that, I mean, I know we detailed they're struggling a little in league play, but they're still Sevilla. So
They got Sergio Ramos now.
yep.
Sevilla only had 2 shots on goal, and they were both goals. Like,
And PSV had 26 total shots.
exactly.
So that's a game they had to win.
You got to make them count. You got to make them count.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure the quick detour into hockey tonight. I'm sure the Rangers are going to put up a similar shots on goal.
Well, they better win, but I don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
No, we won't. This is a football podcast and not a hockey podcast. I mean, I guess we talked about Real Madrid and Napoli for a little bit.
That game was pretty even for the most part.
Yeah, and it's about what I know Jacob. I know is it Ricardo who you were a little disappointed, I think, based on your facial expression. But this is about what I expected. These are the top 2 teams in the group. It's going to be a dogfight.
Yeah. Going to Naples to play Napoli, that's a huge.
That's tough.
That's not an easy.
Getting this win, I thought was big time. I didn't care how much, I didn't care how flashy it was.
I agree with you.
To move on.
If I made a face, I didn't mean to I didn't mean it in the sense of I was disgusted with the performance. It was more just I don't even know. I didn't even realize I made a face, but whatever. Anyway,
Jacob was like, "That was an impressive win." You're like,
"Well, yeah," because was it necessarily?
They won. That's
that's what matters. That's what matters. They won. And Jude scored. I mean,
and got an assist.
And that too.
And Vinny Jr. scored.
Yeah,
Vinny's back.
And then the third goal
that was not a friggin' own goal. That was no. That's not an own goal.
It is an own goal.
No.
It goes off the keeper's head.
If the ball's friggin' in the back of the net before he touched him.
If the goalie wasn't there, the ball's going to come back out into the 6. So
you said if the goalie's not there, he wouldn't have scored that goal.
But that's the whole point, that it came off his head. If he wasn't in that specific spot in the net, it would have came right back out.
Yeah,
no, that's not
an
own goal to me. I'm sorry. That's a good goal.
Okay, whatever.
All right, Jacob has now lost his.
No, I haven't lost anything. That's a friggin' goal.
I mean, it just wasn't on goal, but yeah, I mean that was again pretty even game. I mean, obviously happy with the result. I mean, going on the road, so that's always huge, getting 3 points, and that I'm not going to say solidifies the group for Real, but it puts them in a really good position to actually top the group. So
I'm just gonna say they're gonna top the group. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
they better.
I mean, they better. Like I said, remember what I said? The prediction stage. I said it would be a disgrace if they didn't top this group.
Yeah, you're right.
It would be pathetic.
Well, now it's even more of a disgrace if they don't top the group.
Exactly. That's my point. So they have to top this group.
They
have to. And I think they will.
I just want to touch on Union Berlin, who
yes,
that was a heartbreaker. They lost again. Oh, I feel kind of bad for them, but
especially when you're up 2-0 at home.
Yeah.
I mean, they had that Becker, their striker, has been really good so far this season. And when you get 2 goals from your top striker in the first half, you should put it away. But I mean, this puts Prague in a position where they could maybe make some noise.
Yeah. And for Berlin, I mean, coming out for that emotional game with Madrid, the prior match day, being up 2-0, you at home, all these fans have this confidence, and then just in a snap, completely collapse.
Oh.
I feel very bad for that club and their fans, but hey, Braga, what resilience to come through in the end.
Yeah.
Just because Jacob loves me saying their name, I just want to point out the Real Sociedad beat RB Salzburg 2-0. We don't have to talk about that match much further. I just wanted to say it happened. I just wanted to say RB Salzburg, and we'll move on for our day. Did any of you guys? I didn't. I didn't even catch the highlights for this. I know, bad on me. Did any of you watch Inter Milan Benfica?
I didn't.
It's been
Just had
it's
a
been a
highlight.
minute, so I don't remember. But
because so Inter won 1-0, and I was, after Benfica's somewhat disappointing performance against Salzburg the last match day, I'm shocked Inter only won 1-0. That's why I'm.
You know what? They got the job done. They're gonna win the Champions League.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are. They'll
Not
find
with
a
these
way.
results.
This is the group,
Unconvincing
pal.
results.
This is early days. It can only
I
go
guess-
up.
Yeah, you're right. Well, not necessarily.
well, can it?
You're
It will only go up. I'm putting that out into the ether that it's only gonna go up.
Andrew, they had an XG of 3.81. They had 21 shots and 8 big chances. So the fact that they only won 1-0 at home is kind of a surprising result, I would say. It doesn't really do justice to how well they played.
See?
Yeah.
All right. I didn't want to boost you up that much.
Well, you
but-
did.
Well, but Jacob, you're contradicting yourself. They gotta finish.
I mean,
They gotta finish.
this is my team for the Champions League. This isn't like my act. This isn't
Finish.
Chelsea. You think I'm gonna complain about a team that I picked not winning a game? I don't care. I
It's
really
like
don't
Nicholas
care.
Jackson has replaced Lautaro Martinez.
Slow down. I'm not that nuts.
Finish.
If we could do that stuff, I'd do it before you could say freaking click. Give me a break.
Oh man. What else should we touch on? I watched a little bit of Barca and Porto. Up in Portugal.
Oh, that was BS.
Yeah, they
Go ahead.
Porto got screwed.
They did, yeah.
Was it Anthony Taylor? Did we confirm?
No, I thought it was
I can tell you. Hold on.
I don't actually remember, but I feel like it was Michael.
It was.
Was
Well,
Anthony Taylor?
there you go.
It was? Oh.
Yeah. So So there you go.
God, that guy is terrible. No wonder Mourinho wanted to freaking chase him down. I mean, he is a horrendous referee. I'm sorry. Like I'll never forget. I mean, the amount of examples that I can give you of him being an awful ref. Oh my God. Let's see. Last year
Here's
Chelsea.
the rant of the week.
Last year Chelsea Tottenham corner kick. Mark Cucurella gets his freaking hair pulled. Is that a card? Nope. Not even. Forget red. There's not even a yellow. This is, I think, 2019 or 2020. Manchester United versus Chelsea.
Watched this together. I was there.
Manchester United Chelsea. Michy Batshuayi gets kicked in an area that I don't describe by Harry Maguire, one of the dirtiest players ever.
No, he's not that.
No, he is dirty.
Oh, they're
He gets
dirty.
away
Or do
with
you think Gareth Southgate
everything.
likes him?
he freaking tackles people like it's American football, for crying out loud.
No, Sergio Ramos would like to have a word about that.
But he has class. There's a difference. But anyway, as I was saying,
That's funny.
Michy Batshuayi gets kicked in the midsection. Not a yellow, not even a yellow. Again, I mean, it was freaking as clear as day that we saw what happened. No card. I think the FA Cup final, Chelsea Arsenal, Mateo Kovacic got his freaking foot stepped on. A card? Nope. I mean, one, he hates Chelsea. Maybe that's why he wanted to screw over Mourinho in that Europa League final. But yeah, the guy makes it all about himself. He's a terrible referee. And yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Barca should have been down to 9.
Horrendous
Yeah.
referee.
God, that was like it was initially
It's such a
called,
wacky match.
It was called a penalty, right? Initially on the
Yeah.
field. And then VAR, I don't know where the hell the handball was on the. Who was the player, the Porto player that was?
I don't know who it was. Cancelo, who should have been.
Yeah, he should have been sent off.
Probably.
Should have been
I
given
don't
a
know. I don't know
yellow.
who originally was called for the original. What were they? Did they call it a handball?
Yeah, they called it a handball on Porto. I was like, what? It wasn't even a handball.
And then you watch like, oh god, the replay. They played like a million replays of it too, and it was like clear as day.
Did he go to the monitor as well? I can't remember if he went to the monitor. I know I was watching it.
He
but
did.
I can't remember
He
if
did go to the
went,
monitor.
looked, and then was like, oh well, actually he didn't.
Actually, it's a handball against Porto. What? It just wasn't.
You got screwed. I feel so bad.
No, it's
That was
tough.
that I know it was 1-0. That was such a fun match. I secretly had that on like a lot. It was going on during PSG Newcastle, so I'm sure it didn't like get much ratings, but man, yeah, that was a fun one.
I think the big thing to that is just to quickly mention Lewandowski got hurt, so I don't know what his.
Let's go.
Wow, that is
we're better than this.
No, I'm just kidding. He's probably fine. He's probably going to be fine for a classic.
Wait, so it's okay to root for injuries now?
Ricardo, don't curse the squad.
Listen, this is the only team
Okay,
I've
so
ever
wait,
cheered
so
for injury.
all right, so if while we're on that subject, Bukayo Saka got hurt in that Arsenal game where they lost to Lens.
But then what do they do at the weekend?
Who cares?
What do you mean who cares?
Oh, hold on.
Rodri wasn't playing.
Doesn't matter.
Whose fault is that?
No. It does matter. It's
No,
his
it does.
fault he
Yes,
wasn't
but
playing.
like,
Oh,
still.
it definitely matters. But whose fault is it for him not playing himself?
Did I deny that?
He decided Morgan Gibbs White neck was a good idea to start grabbing at for whatever reason.
Yeah. Wanted that neck. What the hell? I don't know.
Jacob couldn't hold it back.
Yeah, well, Ricardo didn't help.
Now Jacob,
What was the
now
point of
Ricardo,
that?
No, as I was saying, I mean, Bukayo Saka getting hurt. That's unfortunate.
Ricardo, just because he said that Camavinga is going to get hurt.
No, well, don't worry. The medic said that
Why would you say
that will
that?
pay his salary at Chelsea. Will take great care
Yeah,
of him.
pay the
Oh.
€1 billion.
Yeah,
We will.
will.
Come on, let's put this in perspective. If there was anyone that would ever activate a billion release clause, would it not be Todd Bowley?
I mean, probably, yeah.
Now, now I'm not saying it's a good idea, but you know,
I think it's a great idea.
Hey, he's versatile. You can play him literally everywhere.
we spent like 300 million on 3 midfielders that can't score goals. So you know,
Well, then just sign Camavinga and play him at center back.
I mean,
Thiago Silva replacement.
I'm glad we played Chouameni there at center back instead of Camavinga. I was like, thank God.
Oh yeah, thank God. Chouamani finally saw the field.
Yeah, he played well.
Carlo listened.
Yeah,
he's
I
a
swear.
listener.
I should be the manager of Real. No, I'm kidding. No, I'd probably crumble under the pressure.
You won the Champions League with Newcastle. Why not?
wait, is that
You're right.
now?
You're right. I know what I'm doing.
He knows. Knows ball. I don't know if you guys want to talk about any other match. I mean, Leipzig Man City happened.
Yeah.
It happened. Underwhelmed.
Kind of unexpected result.
Yep.
I mean, it took him the 85th minute or whatever.
Alvarez needed a really good piece of work there to put it past the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
because
Oh,
They could not
I
do
think
anything.
I'd like to apologize to.
Oh, yeah, what a backfire.
Well, again, just because he breathed next to Messi doesn't mean that he deserved the nomination. Well, come on, did they give it to him for his play at Man City last year? Did he get nominated for his play at Man City last year? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. I mean, if we're gonna just put the whole Argentina squad in, then fine. But otherwise,
All right, so Enzo Fernandez deserves to be in it.
He did play well in the World Cup. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
he was actually very good in the World Cup.
yeah, I know. I wish he wasn't, because if he wasn't, my team wouldn't have to waste all that money on
So
him.
you don't want him anymore.
I never wanted him, Christian. I mean, yes, I'm going to be back and forth about when he has a good game. I'm going to act like I'm his biggest fan, but you know, I'm not going to deny that. But otherwise,
No.
but he's been okay of late, so we'll get into that later.
Yeah. I think the only Shakhtar won.
Yeah, they came from behind,
Of
right?
course they did.
Jacob Shakhtar side.
Yep.
Big Shakhtar fan.
Who's in their group?
Antwerp, Barca, and Porto.
They're getting through. They're getting through. I hate to say, I'm not going to guarantee it, but they will find a way.
I don't think so.
Third, maybe.
Third, they didn't play well against Porto. I know they're not playing in their home stadium. I think their home games are in Germany.
Poland, I
Yeah,
believe.
I just don't see they played really poorly against Porto, a lot of errors, and they have to go to Portugal. So I just don't see it. But they are level on 3 points, so you never know.
Yeah, and then Lazio.
Yes.
Yes, let's talk about Lazio for a little bit. 2-1 win over Celtic. Once again, I didn't watch the match, but just seeing the score, I mean, I think there's a chance Lazio gets through now. I didn't believe it at first.
Let me say this first.
Oh, they're getting through.
Right, okay, let me say this first. So I was initially watching the Barca Porto game. Then that game ended. Then I immediately flipped it to the Lazio game. I was like, oh, what are the chances they score another last-minute winner? Because the score was 1-1.
Incredible.
And literally, as I flip it over, they score. I'm like, wait, it was Pedro who scored too. I'm like,
my guy.
I was like, there's no way they just did this again. But
Chelsea legend, Barcelona legend, now Lazio legend. I mean, and Spain legend. He's only won like every trophy ever.
Yeah,
too.
But I just felt like I had to
love Pedro Rodriguez.
I felt like I had to share
He's
that
built
story.
for prime time, folks. And sorry ball forever. He needs to sign Jorginho.
Let's see if they get out of the group before he calls sorry ball back.
He needs to get Jorginho in January, and then they'll win the whole thing. His favorite player ever, Jorginho. It's true. He wouldn't take Jorginho out for freaking Ruud Gullit. I mean, I'm just being honest. He wouldn't take Jorginho out for Gattuso. You think I'm joking? I'm not. He loves Jorginho. But that's not either or that.
That was interesting.
Oh yeah, well, we gotta take out the week. Sorry for our viewers on YouTube. Jacob's rant of the week was still up, even though he was not ranting.
I wasn't ranting.
It's always a Jacob rant. You never know.
It is and it isn't. It's up for interpretation.
But that is now taken off, as you can see. But yeah, no, Lazio doing very well. So good for them. Good for them.
I wouldn't say very well. They're barely. I don't know how they're pulling out.
They're doing well. They're doing okay.
Well, they're doing well enough.
They're doing what they need to do. They got to watch out for Feyenoord. Just gotta watch out for Feyenoord.
We just lost.
And do we talk about Atleti?
Yeah.
I mean, Alvaro Morata scoring 2 friggin' goals.
Yeah. What more is there?
I mean, yeah.
They're in a good run of form.
They won't be for long. Don't worry.
They've won 5 straight in all comps.
I don't care.
I know you don't.
Yeah, but when they're a threat to score multiple goals, because they're such a grit and grind team, when they're scoring goals. Oh, not my phone for once.
Eddie Howe's calling him.
Yep. No, Camavinga's calling him because Ricardo cursed him.
No, it's actually Lewandowski because I actually cheered his first injury, but
it was Anthony Taylor giving you a red card.
Sending me off. Yeah. Oh my
Handball.
God. So obnoxious. Anyway.
But I mean, going off what Jacob said, that he's right. I mean, if they can score multiple goals, they are a threat in the knockouts because they do have a good system in place. I mean, I don't love their defensive.
I know it's forever. It's worked forever.
Header or die.
That's the Alvaro Morata. That's really how Morata scores goals. Header.
Yeah, that's how they all score goals.
It makes no sense.
Griezmann with every assist on planet Earth.
Didier Deschamps is smiling through his George Washington teeth.
It's George Washington. That was good. I like that.
But yeah, good Champions League slate. Obviously, look forward to seeing what happens next. Should be interesting.
Yeah, I do have a nice thing to say about Alvaro Morata, real quick.
Good, because I don't.
Oh,
you neither.
Wow, Jacob.
Well,
Joining the Real Madrid side.
I've always been a Madrid guy, Real Madrid guy.
Oh, thank you.
I have been. Why do you think I wanted them to? I mean, I mean, I've cheered for them for years. They've been like my B team that like outside of Europe, England. No, this is true.
How have we not known about this?
I guess because I have been outwardly about it because you two are like the real fans. I'm like I'm like a Real Madrid casual.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
I unless they're playing Chelsea or something, I will always root for Real Madrid.
Good to know.
Always, especially when they play Liverpool.
Yeah.
I evolved Morata's base card in Ultimate Team to an
Discard him,
85,
get rid of him.
and now he's fodder.
It should be 100 heading, everything else just 0.
The highest heading stat possible.
If he doesn't have the highest heading stats in FIFA, then
Hey,
something's
he's
wrong.
tall.
He definitely doesn't.
I know he's tall.
He's tall.
Yeah. Chelsea could use him on set pieces now, but again, we'll get to that later.
You know who probably has better heading? Lewandowski. Fucking
Dun,
injury.
dun, dun, dun.
Watch, he's gonna score a header against us in that Classico. I'm gonna eat my words and I'm gonna cry about it. But anyway, that's for another day.
I think Ricardo's touch has happened. So I don't know. That was probably a bad omen, Ricardo.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna
At least
eating those
at
words.
least Anthony Taylor won't be officiating the El
Yeah,
Clasico.
you're lucky. He doesn't ruin La Liga. He ruins
At least
the
Anthony Taylor is
EPL.
not a La Liga sanctioned
He
ref.
would be the most hated referee.
I actually have the heading stats if you want them. I just pulled it up quickly. The best heading in the game from a male is Luke de Jong from PSV.
Okay. that makes-
PSV.
If we're just going overall players, because they have the women in the game, of course, it's Alexandra Popp, who's the German
Yep.
striker from
Yeah.
Wolfsburg, and Sam Kerr, who plays at Chelsea. Lewandowski's up there, though.
The Chelsea women's team are clear the Chelsea men's team. This is not even Todd Bowley
I
could
mean,
ruin them.
Jacob's right.
Todd Bowley
It's not
couldn't
even close.
He is
Todd
right.
Bowley could. Thank God Todd Bowley couldn't destroy them too. Thank God.
Hey, they should play against each other.
It's like James Dolan
See
with the
who's better.
Rangers. James Dolan stays out of the way with the Rangers, and they do well. But with the Knicks, in years past, he'd mingle and then he'd destroy them, kind of like the Chelsea men's team. But that's neither here nor there.
At least James Dolan owns the sphere. I guess we move on.
Yeah.
I mean, Jacob alluded to Liverpool. Nice. Thanks for the draw. Thanks for the point.
Can't even be
Kristen.
Brighton.
Thanks for the point. That was
Um,
very nice of you. I did, and Christian and I were texting. I was at work, and Christian was.
I was at a softball. I was playing in a softball game. I had the game in my pocket.
So neither of us could really watch,
No.
but Brighton scored a late goal to draw, and that's all I needed to be happy.
Are Liverpool in trouble? A loss and then
No,
a draw.
come
now?
on.
Hey, Brighton's good offensively.
I'm joking.
Alright.
I'm
No,
kidding.
it's just
I'm joking.
Brighton's back. Like, oh, by the way, the fact that Lewis Dunk got called up by Gareth Southgate is an absolute disgrace.
I don't understand that either.
What is this goal? Let's pick all the worst center backs in the league, and they'll get the game time.
Just because they're in the Prem. That is literally the reason.
Ugh, so dumb. But hey, I shouldn't complain because Lewis Dunk scored the equalizing goal, so we won't complain. But Lewis Dunk is awful. We're just I'm so sorry. Maybe I'll curse the team like Ricardo. Or maybe they're already cursed.
You cry
They did
Brighton-
lose to Chelsea, so I don't know. Maybe they are cursed.
Yeah, they did.
It's because they need Levi Colwell. They miss him so badly.
I'm not denying that.
I know, but
I was
he's
pissed.
But he plays for this team, baby.
And you hate him.
No, I don't.
You were like, oh, Levi Colwell.
That is not true.
You're like, oh, we have to bring back Levi Colwell.
No, I never said that.
Oh, what?
Well, weren't they playing him
Let
out
me
of
brought him back.
position? Or
I
something?
never said that.
They've been playing him at
Okay.
left back, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
He's actually been okay there because I like him going forward. I don't know, but I'm a Levi Colwell guy.
Hey, and I'm happy Brighton got a point against Marseille. They're on the board in the Europa League. They're on the point. We're back on, baby. Let's go. But
I expected better, but oh well. It's
hey,
Europe.
my guy, João Pedro,
Stinks.
my guy, with the 88th minute pen equalizing for the draw. Hey,
Am I
I will
sensing
take
slippage
that
with?
away.
Am I sensing slippage with Brighton?
You're not sensing it. It's been happening. It's been. I mean, we lost to Chelsea and everything's gone. Well, actually, it's been since Athens. I mean, yeah. In between, we beat Bournemouth, but like I don't think we've won a
Aston
match
Villa.
since.
In the words of Brian,
6-1 Aston Villa.
in the,
That was
in
the
the words of Brian Windhorst. Now, why is that?
Stop. The Zerbi clears Poch, and you know it. Oh my god!
Wow. Okay.
Has De Zerbi reached the Champions League final?
He hasn't got the opportunity to.
Well, I don't care. I mean, last time I checked, he hasn't. What has? That's all I need to know.
Poch has been pretty bad since Spurs. He hasn't done much.
I mean, PSG is a whole different story. I mean,
I understand, but still, it's a disappointment.
They won trophies there.
Yeah, but in the Farmers League.
Okay,
a trophy's a trophy. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, this is the guy. You're Ricardo. You're arguing with the guy who wants to win the Carabao Cup.
You know what?
So,
to them, it means something.
You're just jealous because he can't win it anymore.
Oh, true. Forgot.
God, whatever.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm pissed talking about PSG.
Hey, it's okay.
They're trash.
Brighton's back. That's all I gotta say.
How are they back?
Two draws and we're back, baby. 2 draws and we're back.
Yeah, well, they come out of the international break and go to the Etihad, so have fun.
The slippage will
beat them. We did it last year.
They're like climbing the mountain, and they're starting to slip and fall. That's Brighton right now.
Oh, stop! You wish you had Matoma. You wish.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't mean that you're not falling apart.
Literally 3 weeks, Jacob. 3 weeks.
What?
Give it time. Give it time.
You fell apart for a whole year. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, but we're still in the Premier League.
That's not saying that.
Real big achievement.
That's really not saying that.
Incredible.
We haven't been in the championship in the last 10 years.
Incredible. Wow.
That's still not saying
you know who else you know who else stayed in the Premier League? Bournemouth. So
you know who has Champions League trophies? Chelsea.
You know who has more
Premier League trophies? Chelsea.
Of course you're the Yankee fan. Not shocked.
Oh,
you.
I am. You're using the 27 rings thing. I don't want to hear it.
Oh no, this is different.
You're literally doing the same argument.
Chelsea's won more recently. Don't forget that than the Yankees. But again, that's another rabbit hole we will not go down on this show.
Okay. Well, you know what? Since we're on the topic of Chelsea, I think it's a prime opportunity to talk about Jacob's guy.
Double Chelsea.
He's gonna give a eulogy.
I'm gonna turn around for a bit for the fans so they can see the jersey. Just give me a minute. This is not gonna be the most glamorous thing ever, but I'm gonna try my best.
I already somewhat spoiled it if you're watching a video, but it's okay.
I'm sorry that the listeners won't be able to see this, which means that you must tune in on YouTube, but that's neither here nor there.
Or the video on Spotify. We have that as well. Yes, you heard my dog Molly cringing at Jacob's Hazard jersey.
He didn't hear
it. What'd you say about my jersey?
No, my dog was barking at the same time, and I said she was cringing at your Hazard jersey. But
bad dog.
It's already established. Jacob hates dogs.
No. I love the dog that I have at my home. Yeah, it's true. I just don't like.
That's not what I heard 3 weeks ago.
No. All right. Well, I said some things to my dog that I'm not. I mean, no, I'm not gonna go. No, I'm not gonna make a joke about something else. I don't want to get in trouble. But anyway.
Wow.
Let's just stick with Chelsea.
All right, let's stick with Chelsea. Move on. Talk about Hazard, Jacob.
In the words of Vince McMahon in the Andre the Giant documentary, he was special. He was. In all seriousness, he was special. He to me, is a top 5 Chelsea player in the history of Chelsea. It goes in no order: John Terry, Frank Lampard, Didier Drogba, Check, Hazard. That's the 5, and it's not changing anytime soon. And I mean, again, Eden Hazard, he won 2 Premier Leagues. He was named Player of the Year. He won an FA Cup. He won a Carabao Cup. He won the Europa League. I don't know if I said that already, but he didn't win the Champions League, unfortunately. But he did help Chelsea. He did somewhat help Chelsea win that Champions League. Even though I don't even know.
You're welcome.
Well, he was happy. I think they got mad because he was happier that Chelsea advanced than Real Madrid lost. You know why? Because he was always a blue. He always he once a Chelsea player, always a Chelsea player. Unless your name are Kai Havertz, Timo Werner, those guys can go to you know where. God knows where. But anyway, again with Hazard, he was a special player, and for me personally, he's one of the reasons why I got into soccer, why I became a Chelsea fan. There's just something about the way he played. It was like magnetic. It was just like you had to keep your eyes on the screen. You just did, and he was just. I think at his peak, he's a top 10 player in the world. It is a shame that he didn't pan out at Real Madrid because that was his dream. He always talked about how my biggest, my goal in life was I wanted to play for Real Madrid. That's what he always wanted. That's what he, it just didn't work out for a variety of reasons. Again, some of them could be attributed to his own lack of ambition, which is a shame. And it's a shame that he is retiring at the age of 32 because it doesn't seem like that long ago he was one of the premier players in the entire world. So it's bittersweet that he has to retire under these circumstances. You wanted him to. I as someone who I consider him a huge fan, I want him to go out, on his own terms, with the proper send off that I think he was worthy of at a certain point in his career, and it just never happened. And it is a shame, but I am thankful for what Eden Hazard did for Chelsea. He gave me a lot of happy moments, a lot of things to be happy about, and I'll never forget his last game. Europa League final, beating Arsenal, 4-1 Chelsea win, 2 goals, 1 assist. I mean, as far as that send off, you couldn't script it any better. I mean, to me, that was like just pure class. And the fact that they beat Arsenal doing it too. I have a lot of great memories of Hazard. Some even in bad years, like when he scored 2 goals against Tottenham to make sure they didn't win the league. I've referenced that a lot, but that was like a huge thing. It helped Leicester win the league that incredible season. And, just all the goals he scored, so much just incredible play. He's a top player. And it's sad that he's not going to be playing anymore. But again, I'm very thankful for everything that he did for Chelsea, for soccer, for Belgium especially. I didn't even talk about that. I mean, he kind of represented the golden generation of Belgian soccer. He was sort of at the forefront of it. And just top player. And I love him.
Too bad Belgium couldn't do more, man.
I know. They were so close. So close.
Finished 3rd. Oh, well, because what a generation. I mean, De Bruyne, Kaku, Hazard. I mean, you go on and on and on.
Alderweireld, Vertonghen. I mean,
Yeah.
It's going to take a while for them to rebuild it.
Yeah.
In my opinion, at least. I think Lukaku's past.
I think when De Bruyne leaves, that's when it's
over. It's over.
I think it's already over. He's going to have a lot more injuries pop up over the next couple of years, I think, unfortunately. But
so I don't think you said this, Jacob. Would you consider Hazard your personal favorite player of all time?
Yes. Yeah, I would. I'm wearing him today. He's one of the probably first soccer jerseys I ever had. He really is. He's one of the biggest reasons why I became a Chelsea fan and why I don't know. I just something about him. I was enamored. And that's why, like, when he left Chelsea, it was like it was an emotional thing for me because of how much love I had for him. And and he had so much respect for the club. Even though everyone knew he wanted to leave, he tried to go out in the classiest way possible. He always said that I never want to play for another Premier League team. Because of how much I love Chelsea. And he gave everything. For a good 7 years, he gave everything he had to Chelsea, everything. Despite all the new managers, all the tough times, because they weren't all good, obviously. But he, week in and week out, he was a star. He was the guy, and he's just
He was special.
He was. I mean, we say that in a joking manner because of Vince McMahon, but he was special. And that's the sad part, is that he was special, and his career just didn't end the way I think he wanted to. So that's the bittersweet and heartbreaking aspect of this.
Jacob, that is an astute transition. This is the greatest transition you could ever make. To talk about.
I think that was some of my I think that's my best work on this podcast as far as sounding smart.
That was a good eulogy. I'll tell you what.
It was a tribute that was all heart and all.
It was a much better eulogy than Mike Francesa. I'll tell you that.
For the people that don't understand, look up Mike Francesa Stanley on YouTube, and you'll understand.
Stanley, he just did it again with Tim Wakefield. R.I.P.
Oh God,
he just did it again. He's like, I didn't know the guy, but he was a journeyman. Good career.
Oh,
yeah.
So can we get it? Can I get into Chelsea now, or we have to do Paul Pogba? Because we said to do our results of our teams, and
we can do that. After,
well, okay. Yeah, let's talk Paul Pogba first, because I feel like he had a perfect transition and talk like he was special. Rest in peace to a great career. Paul Pogba's done. He's done.
Yeah.
I mean, this could have been Jacob's third rant of the week.
I'm not happy.
He really wanted it. He's not happy. He got exposed for taking eugenics, because that's a substance that athletes can cheat with.
I don't. How the hell is it cheating if you're taking testosterone pills?
Well, I mean, testosterone. I mean, it's very much like a common cheating pill.
Is it? Is it really though? I mean, it's not. Is it really? I don't. I just don't. I mean, again, I'm not a doctor, and so forgive me, but I don't really understand how this is like a. I mean,
hey, it
gives you more energy.
Who has the same argument as you? Joe Rogan.
That's not a category I want to be lumped in, but we'll keep that. We'll say that for another time. But again, I don't really understand why.
Here's the thing: testosterone is technically good for you, and it helps you recover faster. But it is a banned substance on a lot of lists, so I get it from that aspect. It's been a common banned substance for years.
A 4-year ban.
It's just funny that it's from eugenics. To me, I just think it's funny. I when I imagine Paul Pogba, I don't imagine Paul Pogba taking eugenics.
You think
right?
Watching commercials of Frank Thomas and Doug Flutie.
I mean, he is pretty cooked, but
again, 4 years? I mean, come on.
I mean, that's
are you kidding me?
Yeah, I feel like a year maybe.
Give me a freaking 4 years for that.
I mean, how long was OJ Mayo suspended for?
2,
3.
I think it should have
been. That was the longest suspension I can remember. Was OJ Mayo, and this was a little longer. This is 4 years. Tyreek Evans, right? I forgot about that. Basketball.
It's over.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll be almost 35 by the time if this thing gets upheld. And it was already. I mean, he only played last season. He only played in 6 league matches, 1 start.
He's always injured.
His return to Juve was very poor considering the expectations. I mean, we were talking about it before we started. Paul Pogba hasn't been world class or even near that level since 2018, 2019. I mean, he was good during lockdown for United when they made their push towards Champions League. But, I mean, it's just a shame because, I mean, when you look at how good he was in the first stint at Juve, then the beginning of United, I mean, this is one of the guys that, when you think of the last 5 or 6 years, was one of the best midfielders in the world. And he always stepped up in the biggest moments for France. It's just a shame, I think, just when you consider everything he's, done individually and with the teams he's played under. I think it's just a shame just because this was one of the best and more gifted players with the ball at his feet too. So I'm just kind of disappointed as a whole.
Yeah, I mean, like this was supposedly inadvertent, but I don't know how much you guys buy into that or anything, but yeah, no, it is a shame. But I kind of agree that it shouldn't be 4 years. That's way too long. Like at least like a year is fine, but like I mean, he's just not going to play. I'm not going to say that necessarily the league ruined his career necessarily because he kind of did it to himself. But still, that's way too long. But yeah, it's a shame that he's past his prime. It's a shame that how this all unfolded, really. But I don't know. Do you guys remember ever seeing something like this? Like in
soccer? No,
not in soccer. You see a lot in fighting. That's where you get a lot of the in wrestling. That's where you get a lot of the testosterone steroid suspensions nowadays.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess it helps with stamina, your metabolism. I mean, I could see that. And for injuries, which I think is what Paul Pogba must have been taking them for.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
It helps you recover faster. So he was probably trying to get back on the pitch faster. I know you guys don't follow fighting, but the UFC just broke away from USADA, which was their like drug testing, like third party tester. And a lot of speculation it's because they wouldn't they wanted to test Conor McGregor, who, if you've seen recent photos of him, he's looking yoked, and there's a lot. And this is a guy who's coming off a broken leg in a fight 2 years ago, and there's a lot of speculation that he's taking testosterone to, speed up the healing process. So I imagine that's a similar thing of Pogba, considering how much he's hurt. Because I don't really see the other advantages on the pitch. Like you're not really, I mean, strength. I mean, I don't know, but
he was already pretty strong as
exactly, yeah. So I think he was just for his injuries, but and to me that because it was used in I think a well-intentioned manner, trying to get back on the pitch for his fans. I view that differently. Yeah. So I'm more sympathetic towards Pogba. Than I would like any other, like if you want to call them cheaters. I wouldn't consider Pogba a cheater. But it is very unfortunate for him and for his fans, because he did have a big fan base at one point too. It's kind of shocking like how big he was five years ago. But yeah, definitely not what you want to see.
Just to quickly mention, I don't know who asked what the longest suspension was. First thing that comes up on Google, 18 months for Diego Maradona in 1994.
For what?
Not long ago.
For what?
I don't know how to pronounce this drug. It's ephedrine. I don't know. First thing that comes up, but it was in 1994 and it was 18 months. So I don't know. That seems about fair. 18 months, 12 to 18 months, if anything, for Paul Pogba. 4 years.
4 freaking. I mean,
that's 2.5 years.
And like we said, context. Like you got to take the context into account too. Like,
stupid.
Yeah. It's pretty dumb. It's pretty dumb.
Yep.
Jacob, I mean, I'm sorry if you want to talk about Chelsea. I mean, go right ahead.
Now he's excited.
Thank you. Again, 3 wins in a row. I mean, am I dreaming? 3 and no, I don't want to hear. Oh, it was the Carabao Cup. I don't want to hear that. A win is a win, and I will take whatever that we can get. I will take it. 2-0 against Fulham a week before. We maybe talked about that last time. But 4-1, just a thrashing of Burnley. And yes, Burnley stink. I understand that. But I don't care because I will take whatever I can get. If Chelsea's going to win, I don't care how it happens. I don't care if it's 3 own goals. I will take it. And
Just want you to know you were down 1-0 to Burnley at one for a whole half.
But we came back. We came back. We showed determination and grit, and they came back and won, and they just friggin' thrashed them. I mean, Raheem Sterling looked like a man on a mission in this game. Definitely upset that he didn't get an England call up from the Grinch himself, Gareth Southgate.
British Berhalter.
Yeah.
These are his MLS guys.
I hope Gareth Southgate doesn't call him up for the rest of his life, so he can use that as motivation. If that's the case for him to score goals for Chelsea, I will gladly take it.
Well, FIFA has the new rule where if you don't play for 3 years after a cap, you can switch allegiance. So, I mean, Sterling could switch.
He would to like a Jamaica. I think his roots are Jamaican, but
he would switch to Jamaica. But
yeah,
we'll see.
But anyway,
he scored a goal.
He scored. We got a nice goal on a penalty from Cole Palmer, who started to look a little bit better of late. He started everything that our guy Noni Madueke, I was calling Maduki again.
Maduki,
our guy Maduki.
Noni Madueke, who's it doesn't seem like he gives a rat's what about his job.
He doesn't give a Maduki about his job.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why Pochettino doesn't want to play him, and I don't blame him for that. And no, but again, Cole Palmer. I mean, they got him from Man City. I mean, which means he has to have some talent. So that was encouraging. And Nicholas Jackson, who came on as a sub for Armando Broja, who didn't look that great, scored a very nice goal where he, kept his composure, made a little move, put in the, back of the net. Again, if this was a month ago, he would have skied that over the bar. So again, I'm just being honest with you. So that's improvement. And of course, as a week after I make this whole claim that Armando Broja needs to play week in and week out, Nicholas Jackson comes back into the fold and has 2 goals in his last 3 games. So I don't know if this is what it takes for Nicholas Jackson to be good, then I'll criticize him every day of the week. I don't give a damn. And it wasn't a complete game. Again, there are a few things I am upset about, even though they won. And again, I will mention Conor Gallagher got an assist, and he's looked a little bit better of late. I'm still not going to give him that much credit, but I've been told that Moises Caicedo is impactful. I don't really see it.
Oh, he was.
I don't know. Again, I want more out of a guy that makes that much money, but whatever. I want more out of an 80.
But he wanted to play for Chelsea.
I know, and I love that, but I want him. I want more.
He had his mom.
I know, Andrew. I saw it all. I
ate
it all up. I watched it 1,000 times. You're not slipping anything by me that I don't know. Okay, but I want a little more. Sorry, I wish I would like it if Enzo Fernandez could score a goal every once in a while. That'd be nice. I mean, if you're playing the 10, can you score a friggin' goal? Please. I mean, if you are playing the 10, you have to at least make me think that you can score a damn goal. Just please, Enzo. I mean, can you be Bruno Fernandes? Can you play someone like that? That's what I wish we had. It was him or James Madison, or even that fraud Mason Mount, who I can't stand. But and again, I know Sterling played great, but I mean, come on. Mudryk finally scores a goal. He has a good game, and he doesn't even get to start. I mean,
who are you gonna start him over?
I don't know.
I mean,
it's tough. I never thought I'd be in this predicament with Chelsea of all teams, but I feel bad for him in that regard because I don't know. I'm a Mudryk defender forever.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
right till next week, but
yeah.
Until they play Arsenal.
Yeah. Too bad. All I gotta say is too bad. Todd Bowley already wired Tony Bloom 115 million pounds.
And here's the last thing with Chelsea that really, really, really ticks me off. I have never seen a team worse at set pieces in my entire life. I mean, every corner, they haven't had one good corner the entire season. One. They're either short. They're either too short. They have to kick them short because no one can kick a friggin' corner. They're too long above everyone's head. No one on this team get any positioning to get a header in, which drives me nuts. You have all these again. No one can take a free kick, so that's the biggest thing that bothers me. I don't know why this team can't give me one good corner, just one where like, oh well, like the guy could get his head around it and score. Just that'd be nice because they have a hard enough time scoring goals as it is. So it'd be nice if you could score that way, but maybe I'm asking for too much.
Yeah.
But again, next thing is just again they got a huge. We got the international break now. They have a huge game against the Gunners, against Arsenal. They're at
Arsenal.
Yeah, against Arsenal. They're at Stamford Bridge. They're going to be home October 21st. Tough game. It's going to be a very tough game. But if they could somehow win this game, you think I'm in a relatively good mood now. Oh my God. If they beat Arsenal, which they haven't done in a long time, which has ticked me off.
Okay, let's relax. The last time was 2021.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the results now.
That's still a while.
I
mean, it's only one,
it's
two.
Arsenal, Christian. It's like, how'd you feel if that? No, hold on. Now. How would you feel if Liverpool hadn't beat Everton since 2021?
That is not the same.
No.
Arsenal and Everton are nowhere near the same tier.
That's not the point. The point is that it's your rival.
Jacobs, Jacobs all in historic rivalries.
Who's your biggest rival, Christian?
Oh, Everton. If we could not beat them for a couple years, I'd be furious.
You see where I'm coming from. Now you get it.
I want to see Jacob.
What? So what
I want to see. I want to see you be interviewed by Robbie Lyle outside of the Emirates.
Troops, yes. Robbie Lyle. I need troops.
So Jacob.
I thought the Arsenal played well. But we'll save that for another day. My Robbie Lyle impression of Arsenal. Yeah, of course. But again, my hope is this: just don't get embarrassed. That's all. Just please don't get embarrassed. Hang in the game, and if you could win the game, that would be true.
You play to win the game.
You do. Shout out to Herm Edwards. But again, hang around, and my other hope is this: I hope Kai Havertz has the worst game of his entire career. If that could,
the second worst game of his entire career after the Saturday against the US.
Nothing would make me happier than if he somehow had the penalty and he just missed it. Oh my God, I'd have tears.
How would you feel if he scored twice?
I'd be livid. You on my run of the week.
How would you feel if he had a hat trick against the US on Saturday?
I think there's a good shot that he scores now, just because Jacob said he'll miss a penalty.
He stinks, Christian. He's terrible.
Hey, he had a good part in that play for the goal against Manchester City.
Oh, I'm sure he
had
the
assist.
What was it? Oh, wow. Must have been the freaking gimme goal then, because that boy can't do anything right. Again, sorry. I'm sorry. This guy, when he played for Chelsea, was a disaster. And yes, he scored the winning goal in the Champions League final. I know. Well, you know why he scored? Because there was no friggin' goalkeeper to stop him. That's why he scored.
No, because Timo Werner made a good run.
Well, fine. We want as long as we take as little credit away from him as possible. That's all I care about.
But that's giving credit to Timo Werner.
It's a lose-lose.
Jacob's most hated list. I love this.
2 bums.
And Mason Mount. Oh man. Hey, real quick. I know we have to get going soon, and we have our quickfire questions still, but we do have breaking news just coming in over the past few hours since we've been recording. Sandro Tonali is involved in a betting scandal.
Oh,
what?
And he now faces a 4-year suspension.
You're lying.
4-year suspension.
Ricardo, I know it's sad, but geez, you all right?
Yep, Sandro Tonali and Villa's Nicolo Zaniolo as well.
Come on.
When the
Again,
hell
why
is
does this
that?
have to be 4 effing? Oops, sorry, my language. 4 years.
Oh my.
Hold on. Where's the report from?
Fab just tweeted it.
Italian.
Oh, Fab just tweeted it.
Oh, did Fab just tweet it?
Yeah,
39 seconds ago.
Here we go.
There we go.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh,
How-
what is it with gambling?
Italian
Hold
papers.
on. You said 4 years?
That was one of the Italian papers put out. Was 4 year. They could face a 4-year suspension.
How long did
Come
Ivan?
on.
Only Tony got what? 8
Tony,
months?
year?
but remember, Tony was banned by the FA, and they could operate. They might have a different stance from it
That is
to
true.
the Italian Federation.
Oh man.
Enough with these
Well,
4-year
there goes Jacob's
bans.
Newcastle take.
No,
That
they were great
sucks.
without him last year. They'll be great without him again.
They also got They also left Italy's training camp.
Yeah.
So
Listen, you should not say what you want about gambling, and if you're an athlete, 4-year ban. This is getting absurd. I'm sorry. I mean, is everyone if you breathe on the ref, is that a 4-year ban in Italy too? I mean, come on.
Everything's at 4. That's actually, I can't believe that.
How about a 4-year ban for all those fans who chant those racist?
I was
chants?
about to say that. I'm like,
where's that
ban?
4-year ban? Huh? Where's that?
Thank
Honestly,
you. I'm
that
glad
should
you
be.
said that.
Honestly, I would say that should be a lifetime ban.
I don't disagree with you, but you know.
Yeah, but it still should be something. That should be
The
punished.
point is there should be more,
Done.
punishment for that.
I mean,
but-
it's like
Wow.
it's like they were playing to lose. I mean, there's no proof of that. It's not like they were, I don't know.
Wow.
I'm sick and tired of this 4-year ban crap. Enough.
That's damn. That's crazy.
yeah.
That
So
was not the news I expected.
that's funny that Fab literally tweeted it out. I was
As you yeah.
but I just so we're clear, I said it first.
What are you taking credit?
Yeah, he
Here we
broke
go.
news.
Here we go.
Hey,
I
legal.
broke it on the podcast before Fab got his tweet out, but no, Italian papers were on it for the past 3 hours. So yeah, it popped
Never
up in
saw
the
that.
timeline. Yeah, but yep.
Wow.
So R.I.P. Sandro Tonali. We have to give another eulogy.
Ramos can do that one.
I don't know. He might be a disgrace to Ramos now.
No.
He's not the real captain, Italy.
Don't get me started, Andrew. I don't want to
And,
talk about that guy.
ESPN UK on the brighter side for Jacob. Victor Osimhen is on Chelsea's shortlist for
I think we're talking
January
like that, like
transfer.
Nkuku's back, or like Lavia's back, or Reece James is back, or Buddy
I mean,
Shields
and
back.
Cuckoo's getting closer from what I've
But
read.
that was the news that I was going to be getting. But okay. I mean,
I heard something about
I mean,
Reece
Victor
James might
Osimhen
be
will
able
be
to
higher
play
quality.
against Arsenal. So
what?
I saw something 2 days ago, maybe that Reece James could be in contention for the Arsenal match. I mean, I think it's rushing him back, but
You scared me. I almost thought they said he was going to go to Arsenal. I almost freaking.
Yeah,
I would have croaked out on the damn.
Here we go.
See, Kai Havertz, I don't mind going to Arsenal. Reece James, no. Talk about my worst nightmare. Oh my god. Again, Reece James. Nothing beats the fact that Pochettino said, "Oh, it will only be a few weeks if he being out." Come on, don't lie to me. I know it's going to be more than a few weeks. You know, like people get their hips like replaced.
yes.
That's the thing, right? Can he get his hamstrings replaced?
I don't know if that's a thing.
That'd be nice.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Oh, yeah, him too.
would you be willing to give your calf to him?
Come on now. That's what he says.
No.
Oh, but
Good.
No body parts am I giving up for any of my athletes. Plus, they wouldn't want them. I'm not that strong. I mean, give me a break. Andrew. I mean, Andrew Thomas could use a hamstring replacement.
Oh,
Carlos
God.
Stanton,
we're not going down this.
Waller, all our guys. Andrew.
Sad. Do we have time for quickfire questions? We have time?
Yeah,
Make 'em
all
on
right.
fire.
Let's quickfire then. So this week we have an since it is the international break. I can finally get that out. Since it's the international break, let's talk about our favorite international goals. We kind of, or I guess it's not our favorite. We're discussing the most iconic,
Yes.
but we also have another topic after this. But how about Ricardo? Since he said yes, Let you start things off.
I can think of a few. The one, I guess. Wow, actually, I can think of a lot. Can I just name a few? Like, is that
Yeah,
fine?
go ahead.
All right. Ronaldo's hat trick, his free kick against Spain in the World Cup. That was, I mean, then that was when he was already declining.
Yep.
And then he pulled out that was vintage. But
No, Jacob, he was
falling off. Yeah.
Yes, he was, Jacob.
You're not gonna disrespect my guy, CR7.
I've already disrespected him before.
We're both big.
How
critics
dare you? Of
CR7.
all the great things that he brought to our club.
Excuse you.
I said that with a grain of salt. Don't worry, I'm not being serious.
Killed James Rodriguez.
Oh, stop it! Enough. If the kid can't hang, that's his fault.
If he can, that was good. The other one I had in mind was Latan, his like bicycle kick against England, like
oh, dude,
so many years ago. Oh my god, when even was that? That was like
14.
Had to be a while ago.
Maybe I thought it was it Euros?
It might have been Euros. Might have been.
It was against England, and I remember it was Joe Hart who came up for the header, and then it just bounced, and Zlatan pulled out the most outrageous.
2012 in an international friendly.
It was a friendly. I could have sworn that like the stakes were higher on that.
Yeah, 2012.
That's crazy. It was only a friendly. I mean that's definitely one. And the other one we weren't alive for this, but like Maradona's hand of God. I mean, obviously that has to be up there. That's all I got on that friendlies.
Can I go? I said it last week, but I'll say it again because it applies. Robin van Persie's goal against Spain in the 2014 World Cup, where they call him the Flying Dutchman. I mean, that's one of the greatest goals I've ever seen in my life. David Beckham's goal against Greece.
Yep.
That free kick. And his goalkeeper didn't even move. And he almost just knew it's almost like everyone knew he was going to score. That's the crazy thing. I would go Benjamin Pavard's goal in
that was mine.
Yeah, that was against what was it, Argentina?
Yeah,
and Mbappe's goal in that game. There's something about that goal, the run he made. He went like the whole pitch. Like it's one of the best runs I've ever seen. A goal score, and it was just like Mbappe was at the top of his powers at that point, and he still is now. He's one of the great players that we have in soccer. And another would be Jermaine Jones against Portugal. In the words of Ian Dark, what a cracker!
I
love that.
I mean, I'll continue the USA trend, and we talked about it last week.
Yeah.
El mejor jugador de los Estados Unidos. London Donovan. Go USA. Ian Dark, Andres Cantor's favorite player, Landon Donovan in Nigeria. I mean, for our country, that's probably our most iconic goal of our modern era.
That's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna mention the Pavard one in the big moment in the semifinal against Argentina.
That was some goal.
Great moment, great match.
Yeah.
That goal got him to Bayern.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, now he's an Inter.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just gonna use some duplicates. Where one of my personal favorite goals just happens to be one of my iconic international goals. Is my guy James Rodriguez against Uruguay?
Yes.
2014. Fun. What else can we do? What else? Christian, go, because I'm sure I have some a lot.
Jacob took my original one with David Beckham.
Yes.
But I think another one, this guy was one of the more entertaining players, I would say. David Luiz's goal in the World Cup against Colombia.
I thought about that one too.
He was just so entertaining in his prime. So
yeah.
Just watching him score that kind of a goal on the biggest stage.
Yeah,
I think that one's definitely up there for me.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry.
Don't
Yeah,
apologize.
That was crazy.
No, he has to apologize to me.
Chelsea, great.
Yeah, against Colombia.
Arsenal, great.
No,
Trash.
we won at Chelsea.
No. I love
Well, yes.
No.
No.
I thought of one more. Roberto
Messi.
Carlos free kick. I mean, we all know the left.
The reason why Roberto Carlos has like 99 free kick accuracy and and like 105 curve in FIFA. That's
Like one of the most unreal goals ever. How is that even? I don't understand how you get that curve on that. Insane.
and
I feel like there are more.
And
I'm
I had
There
a
are
hard
plenty.
time.
There are plenty, but like
I don't remember the international goals that well. That's the problem. I just don't
God.
like.
One that comes to mind is I mean, it wasn't really a big moment, but I mean the quality of the finish. Mike Owen versus South Korea in the 2010 Brazil versus South Korea.
wait.
The one where he hits it off like he was like literally at like on the line, like it's gonna be a goal kick, and he's like, I'm just gonna smash it anyways.
Yeah, I actually do vaguely remember this one.
And it just somehow just curves in
yeah,
the side,
yeah.
like it's like shooting from behind the backboard almost. Like to me, that's a fun one.
Another U.S. national team goal, the Clint Dempsey goal against Ghana.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. That 2014 World Cup, man, it was special. Even though we should have beat Belgium,
Yeah.
we should beat Hazard.
Well, with Tim Howard not in the net, we probably would have given up 5 or 6. So
Yeah, I was about to
Should've.
say.
Yeah, Tim Howard, my guy, Tim Howard. Love Tim Howard. Good pundit too. Underrated.
He is.
Underrated. He's a little boring, but he knows his ball. He knows his ball.
He does.
He's all right.
All right. He reminds me of Adam Wainwright doing baseball. Boring, but they know ball.
I think Adam Wainwright's better.
Well, I think it's
Intriguing.
public.
Carrying AJ Brzezinski.
Oh God, how can I forget 06 Ronaldinho, that free kick from like
I feel like
50
I know what
yards
you're
out, somehow bends it over the keeper. Once again, not a big moment at all, but like
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
Goal. It's a classy goal.
I would need to.
I'll send it to you after. Because I found out we can't really play these clips.
I don't know. I have like this Edinson Cavani goal stuck in my head in the World Cup. I don't know if it was against Portugal or because of the John Strong call.
John Strong.
Yeah, it was like Messi. It was like Cavani.
Messi. Oh, John Strong. We gotta have a John Strong and Stu Holden episode. We gotta have
a pundit / commentator quickfire question one day, but not now. Should we do the next one then?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So our next one and last one. Most overrated players on international teams / biggest snubs. Now this is not like a biggest snub, but we did kind of talk about England. Jacob.
May I?
Yeah, go ahead.
How the hell is James Ward-Prowse not on the England team?
Yeah.
I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, Gareth, I know you're at like half of the friggin' games on the weekend because they show you every damn time when you're at the Premier League games. Have you made it to what's the name where West Ham plays? What's the name of that stadium?
London Stadium.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell it's called. Have you been there? Have you seen what James Ward-Prowse is doing for West Ham this year? I mean, he only has like, what was it? I have the stats up. He has 2 goals in the Premier League in 7 matches, 3 assists, and he has 3 assists in 2 Europa League games. What, you couldn't use that? I mean, you can use it off the bench. Oh, do we need Conor Gallagher in the team over James? I mean, come
Jacob,
on.
we need Eddie and Ketia.
Oh, give me a freaking break.
He got a call up.
And listen, Ward-Prowse doesn't play for Southampton anymore, so I don't want to hear that he doesn't play for a decent team. He's on a decent team, and he's producing, and he's a big part of why they're having the start the season that they've had. Yeah. So I don't understand why he's not on the England. It makes no sense. Oh, and by the way, he's also arguably the best free kick taker in the history of the Premier League. And yes, the stats back that up. I mean, I guess, what does that mean? Nothing?
No, they got Trent taking free kicks.
Should be an American. Should be.
Well, but again, I don't really understand that. I don't understand how he's not in the team, but that's all I got. Gareth Southgate, again, being a fool.
This is the team that will. I'm sorry, Christian. This is the team that will continue to start Jordan Henderson. Even though, where is he? Al Ittifaq? What the fuck?
That's
like,
wild.
where is he?
He's playing for Stevie G.
Oh, great.
That's right. I forgot about that.
I think it's Al Ittihad. I think they're all Al something, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Yep.
What does that mean? Anyone know that?
I forgot. I don't remember.
Let's see. Jordan Henderson.
I'm just gonna say Harry Maguire, and that's.
Oh, I was right. He's on Al Ittifaq. I was right.
Et what?
Ittifaq. I'm being completely serious. That's how you pronounce
I
it.
know. No, I know you are.
Yeah. Oh no, Al Ittihad is that's where Benzema is.
Karim the Dream.
Yeah, Nuno, Papa Smurf's destroying him.
Yeah, and Neymar's on Al Hilal. Which did you see the report of him trying to get out of the contract? Anyways,
yeah.
Neymar, Chelsea would love to have you.
Yeah. Let's see. I'll give you a personal one. It's not really like the biggest one, and I actually agree. Now, this is part of my point of bringing it up. I agreed with Jurgen Klinsmann's point. Not calling up Landon Donovan in 2014.
What a disgrace.
Nope. He was cooked. And guess what? They brought up Jermaine Jones, who was better.
Did they need like Julian Green on the team? Whatever the hell his name is.
Landon Donovan was cooked meat.
Oh, how dare you?
Landon Donovan. And I mean, it's sad to see he's still, pissed off about it.
Yeah, well, he should get over it.
Taking out his transgressions on international players playing for the U.S. So, and he's doing that. Sad to see.
Anyway,
but he still is el mejor jugador de los Estados Unidos. So, not going to complain about that.
Let's end it on that then.
Yeah, let's end it on that note.
No, Christian, do you have
most overrated?
Yeah,
sorry,
most overrated international player / biggest snubs.
Most overrated international
I
players.
say Harry Maguire every time.
I don't know. I feel like a guy that gets a lot of love, although he's dealt with a lot of injuries recently, going off the England thing, is Calvin Phillips.
Oh,
well, they love. Calvin
They do love him a lot. He still gets in the squad despite his lack
the
of
entire England squad is overrated.
Yeah, that's a name.
All right.
Anyway.
All right.
I mean, Jacob, your guy Drogba wasn't too great internationally.
Andrew wants to keep going.
What'd you say?
I mean, let's talk about
Andrew
that
wants
for a
us to
second.
go forever.
No.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
it's
You're not going to.
It's 2:15.
You are not going to disrespect
It's
Didier
2:15.
Drogba on this podcast.
Christian has to go for an
I do have
interview,
to go.
so sorry, Jacob. I had to leave it on that. We'll talk more about it next week. We could talk about Ronaldo for international failures too. But anyways,
Oh, how dare you?
have a good one, guys. Have fun. Another week. More international football. Let's get hype. We'll talk about it next week. Peace, guys.